to be an NFL edition, and this is going to be my Week 8 picks against the spread. The Thursday night game is the Atlanta I can't hold a lead Falcons versus the Carolina Panthers. And this game actually opened up with the Carolina Panthers at 2.5-point favorites, and that's where they presently are right now. I hate going against the home team, especially when the spread is like this, because this is basically them saying they want you to pick the winner. In my personal opinion, I think that the Falcons are a better team than the Carolina Panthers. The Falcons have just found ways to lose the game. Will Christian McCaffrey come back? I don't know, which is another reason why this line is probably so low. Give me Atlanta plus 2.5. I just have a hunch that they're going to win a game that they're not supposed to and knock them out of the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes. The next game we have is the Indianapolis Colts at the Detroit Lions. Indianapolis Colts opened up 3-point favorites, and they are 3-point favorites in pretty much all of the casinos. The only place that has them at 2.5 is DraftKings. The Lions hung in the game last week. I don't know necessarily if that's going to be the case, so I'm going to take the Colts minus 2.5 because that's the best line that we have right here. This is all subject to change because if this line goes up, I'm going to take the Lions. The next game that we have is the Minnesota Vikings at the Green Bay Packers. And the Green Bay Packers opened up 6.5. They are 6.5, and South Point Casino here in Vegas has them at 7. So we all saw what the Green Bay Packers did to the Minnesota Vikings the first time that they played them. I don't know if that's a trend for what's going to happen. This time they're playing in Lambeau. I'm going to have more faith in Aaron Rodgers, minus 6.5. I don't trust Kirk Cousins. So if I lose, I lose. I really don't care. Next one we have is the New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills. And the Buffalo Bills opened up 3-point favorites, and now they're 3.5 to 4. The Patriots looked god-awful, but so did the Buffalo Bills. Both teams struggled on offense, and I don't give a shit what you say, but when the New York Jets hold you to 18 points, that's kind of saying something. The same thing goes for the New England Patriots. When Cam Newton gets pulled because he threw 3 interceptions, what are you going to expect from the next game? Now, can the Patriots bounce back? Absolutely. Will they bounce back? I don't know. So give me the Buffalo Bills minus 3.5. This is kind of tentative, but I have a little bit more faith in the home team right now. So Buffalo Bills minus 3.5. Next game we have is the Tennessee Titans versus the Cincinnati Bengals. In this game, the Tennessee Titans opened up 3.5-point favorites over the Cincinnati Bengals. The line is 5.5 and 6. I think that the Titans are probably going to trounce the Bengals. They probably shouldn't have lost last week to the Steelers, and I'm sure everyone's amazed, just like Ben Roethlisberger was amazed, that Gostowski actually missed that kick. So give me the Titans minus 5.5. Next, we have the Las Vegas Raiders playing the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns opened up 3.5, and now they are 2.5-point favorites over the Las Vegas Raiders. I seriously have more faith in the Raiders because the Browns have had a hard time putting away bad teams. So give me the Raiders plus 2.5. That line's probably going to go up. The next game we have is the New York Jets playing the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Kansas City Chiefs opened up 21-point favorites. They are presently 19 or 19.5-point favorites. Give me the Chiefs minus 19. They are going to put a world of hurt on the Jets, and the only way that this game becomes competitive is if they pull all of the starters in the third quarter. Next game that we have is the Los Angeles Rams at the Miami Dolphins. The Rams opened up 3.5-point favorites, and that's where they presently are. And this is because of Tua. We know that Tua is going to get the start. The Rams haven't played yet because they're the Monday night game, and I do my videos on Monday. So this line definitely will change based off of what happens with the Bears. I think that Aaron Donald is going to be all over Tua. It's just going to be one of those tough things because the Rams have beat up on the bad teams, but the Miami Dolphins haven't looked that bad. So as of right now, I'm going to take the Dolphins plus 3.5. This is subject to change, but we shall see. The next game we have is the New Orleans Saints at the Chicago Bears. The Saints opened up 3. They're 2.5, 3, depending upon what casino you go to. The Saints have struggled this year. They beat the Carolina Panthers, but they were home, and they struggled to beat them by 3. Now, will Michael Thomas play? Will he not play? The Saints have a much better offense than the Bears. That's just my personal take on it. But I don't know what it is that I just think that the Bears will do enough. So give me the Bears plus 3. If this line continues to raise, I'm still going to stay with it. The Saints struggle on the road, and I get it that in everyone's opinion, the Bears are a bad team, but their record would indicate otherwise. So give me the home dog and the Bears +3. Next game we have is the San Francisco 49ers playing the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. And this game was Seattle 6.5 at the open. The lines dropped to 3, probably because the Seahawks just lost and the 49ers just won. I have more faith in the Seahawks at home than I do in the 49ers. I think that we'll probably see a little bit more of a regression from Jimmy G in this game. So give me Seattle -3. The next game we have is the Dallas Cowboys at the Philadelphia Eagles. We could say Christmas came early for this one because the Philadelphia Eagles opened up 3. 2 casinos have them at 3.5, and 1 has them at 7.5. At 3.5, I am going to take the Philadelphia Eagles. The Cowboys have looked awful. They continue to look awful. So that's all we'll say about that. They're a dumpster fire. Eagles -3.5. The next game we have is the Los Angeles Chargers at the Denver Broncos. And this game opened at pick'em, and now the Chargers are 3. The Broncos have been this team this year where every time I pick against them, they win. And I understand that the Chargers have looked good. They're going to Denver. Teams struggle in Denver. This is going to be Justin Herbert's first time in Denver. So give me the Denver Broncos +3. Then we have the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens opened up 6.5-point favorites. They are now 3.5, 4, and 4.5-point favorites over the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers are undefeated, and that's all that really needs to be said, and I understand that the Ravens are home. However, the Ravens kind of have struggled this year against the really good teams. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers +4.5. The last game is the Monday night game, and it is my New York Giants hosting Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The line opened up at 8.5. It has risen to 10, 10.5. Tampa Bay should absolutely trounce us. And it seems like every time the Giants are double-digit underdogs, they somehow find a way to cover the spread. I know that Tom Brady and the Buccaneers have just walloped the Las Vegas Raiders, and that should be an indication of what's going to happen this week when the Buccaneers play the New York Giants in New York. I'm going to roll the dice here and say that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will win this game, and they will win this game by more than 10 points. Let me know what you think of my picks in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram at Raw Sports Talk. Follow me on Twitter at Raw Sports Talk 1. I'll catch you guys next week. I'm out.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like